Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of Man to Man Champ, where we talk about NFL on this show. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on with you, man? What's going on, brother?
This is rough today, brother.
We're going to get through
It's
it, though.
rough today, brother.
We're going to get through it, all right?
We're going to get through it. You absolutely we are. We got some special guests with us today. Of course, y'all, we got Mr. Twan. What's up? What's up?
Mr. Green Bay.
What up, fellas? How y'all doing?
And we
Everybody
got another
good?
guest. We got another guest that we ain't seen in about 3 months. Mr. Nudda, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Glad to be back.
Good. Glad to have you back, man. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
As y'all see, somebody's been taking up all my time.
Yeah. That's a good
But it's
thing.
good time spent, though. It's good time spent.
Yeah, that's a good thing, though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. Let's kind of dive into
Let's
it,
dive
brother.
into it. Let's dive into it. The first team, do you see the first team that I see?
Yeah.
Well, now, okay.
Sure.
Dallas Cowboys went on ahead, took care of business, and did ATL wrong today. 43-3. Go ahead, brother. Break that down.
We ran fast. We tackled. We caught passes. We won the game.
Mhm.
Simple shit. You know what I'm saying? Simple stuff. Last week, you had dude come back, looked like he couldn't hit a side of the barn. You know,
Mhm.
so got that out the system. One thing that always scared me with Matt Ryan and them are so you just don't know
No, you don't
with them,
tell.
bro.
Yeah.
They'll come out, get 28 and lose 31-28, or they collapse, or whatever. And they look like dog shit today, but I'm so happy with that one. Get that out the way because I don't want to play them. I mean, like I said, they even though the Saints didn't have their quarterback, they
Yeah.
still went in there an impressive win
Right.
and do that. So they did what they had to do. They came back, you know what I'm saying, shook that rust off, made some plays, got Gallup back. Gallup in their fold makes it a whole different thing. So now you got rolling, running game. Defense showed up, stopped the run, did what they had to do. Michael Parsons is a beast. So he had 3 interceptions. But like you said, like we talked about it, you know, if you're supposed to be trying to do something in the playoffs and get to the playoffs and win some stuff, you gotta dominate, and they dominated.
Yeah.
So I can say Victory Monday is coming.
It's coming. Absolutely. You know how we always call him Matt Ryan Matty Ice. He mailed it today. 9-21, 117, and 2 interceptions.
2 interceptions.
Ooh-wee. Dallas
Pulled him in the third quarter.
Right. Dallas defense did their job today. I'm going to take my hat off to them, but I'm going to say this. Denver Broncos, y'all the reason for ATL get stomped like yesterday. Y'all are the reason. Absolutely.
Sometimes you gotta get hit in your mouth. So
Yes, sir.
Yes.
yeah.
That's what it takes.
And then when you don't follow up, they'll talk about that loud on. That's a little bit something crazy.
Gotcha.
It take a good punch in the mouth to wake you up.
Right. And there was a stomping. There was you ain't gonna protect you gonna let that guy talk to me any kind of way? You gonna girl, man, I just met you.
Right.
No, you gotta defend my honor, dude. Just knocked him out.
Yes.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta get that mouth shut.
You're right. What you got, Twan?
Major bounce back, for Dallas. Like you said from last week, Teddy Bridgewater putting it on them, but today was pretty all around game. You had uh, Ezekiel had 2 TDs, and CD Lamb had 2 TDs. They had a 29-point third quarter.
Second
I mean,
quarter.
second quarter,
Yeah.
which is like a franchise record. So
Video
they
game.
were clicking on all cylinders today. I really can't say nothing bad about them. I don't really mess with them though.
You bet not.
Yeah.
You be off the show so quick. But you better save them cheesecakes.
You know that, right? Mhm.
Me, I'm it's tough to say, but good win Dallas. You know, you know where I stand on that.
Right.
But
G
hey, all I
man.
gotta say, Trayvon Diggs is real. Enough said. Ain't nothing else to say about that man, but don't test him.
Sure.
Yeah. Real quick though, if you test them, it's gotta be a double move. It can't because and I'm gonna give credit real quick to Quinn before we go to the next game.
Yeah.
Dude got him playing almost like a nickel. Like he's roaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he's in coverage, because you see him peel off and go to the next man. So he's sitting there just laying in the cut. Why? Because you got Lewis, you got these other DBs in there. So a dime package or a nickel package, and he's sitting there just reading. Like he done gave him the free like a free safety.
Right.
Like this, do what you got to do. Because most of his interception, I ain't gonna say, well, hell, he got 8. But you know what I'm saying? Most of his, he's roaming around, dude.
Mhm.
If you throwing it and he's got hand, he's a receiver. You
Hey, it
definitely
works.
watch out for that, dude, because he got them hands, dude. That's true.
It's definitely working.
On to the next one, baby.
Next game, Tennessee beat New Orleans Saints 23-21.
What you got for us, Twan, on this one?
Mm. Not really much, man. Tennessee on a 6-game winning streak. They it's not cute the way they do it, man, but they getting through it, man. It was 8-2 right now.
Right.
So
Lost,
it ain't cute the way they winning, but they getting it,
Yep.
lost the best running back.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh got my boy, AD in the game, but he ain't played too much today. Well, he's off and on with the other guy.
Right.
This is New Orleans' second straight loss without um, Jameis.
Yeah.
We had Alvin Kamara was out today, so that hurt.
Yeah.
Ingram, all-time rushing leader for New Orleans around
He got
after getting over 6,000 yards for them, so
Wow.
that's a plus for New Orleans, even though they, took that L.
Damn, Deuce must only have about 50 something. Who was the second one? Was it Deuce?
No, Deuce. Yeah, it was Deuce.
Okay. Man,
Yeah, he just surpassed him.
they ain't had no much running game there. Them ain't saying too much of history of running
Right.
game.
Right.
What you got, brother? What you got, brother?
I think it was a very, very, very good win.
Mm.
We talking about the Saints game, right?
Right, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Saints, man, they banged up, man. They need to get Trevor Simeon out of there and get one of them. I think they need to get Jameis back in there, because I feel like Trevor, he done been around too much. He ain't really nobody's starting quarterback.
Right.
He's not, he's not a starting quarterback. Jameis, he's working his way into that starting lineup, and he takes that at step back.
Is he's not done? I thought he was done for the season.
Who's that? Jameis? Just in general, I'm saying
Okay.
he was making that progress. He was doing pretty good,
Right,
and he
right.
had that setback. Man, that sucks for him.
Yeah. My thing is talcum powder. What you pay talcum powder 18, 19 bills.
Right.
Yeah.
No. I got
You got to bring it. And thank God you had Simeon on your thing because you remember he was the one at
Right.
Denver.
Yeah.
He started a little bit with Denver with all that. Him and Locke was going back and forth. But talcum powder, how you pay a utility knife guy who's you said was better than Lamar Jackson, right? 18, 19 mil, but you went and got rid of Teddy, but you got trapped. I mean, what is going on? Like you said, Alex Kamara hurt big time, and I'm proud of the Saints for even coming back. You know what I'm saying? Making this a real game because as much as I cannot stand Tannehill, I gotta salute my head to him just because King Henry, it's gonna be a long lasting effect.
Yes, it is.
All day can't do it. All day may be a physical guy, but he can't do it no more. He's got to do goal line.
Mm-hmm.
You got Foreman who was at Walmart. It's a patch work. Patch work.
Yep.
So my whole thing with that, Titans they win it, but that also shows to me, if this is your number one seed right now, that means anybody can win in the AFC.
Yeah.
Because the Titans don't scare nobody.
They play simple old school football, man.
Oh,
Punch you in your
smash
mouth,
mouth.
drag you in the field.
Smash mouth. And that's why if I'm like the Bills and people who can, even though they bounce back, we'll talk about that. Like I'm saying, like if I had number one seed, I wouldn't be afraid to play. You got King Henry. That's a wrap.
Right. I mean, what they're doing right now is real cute or whatever, but I mean,
They beat
what they
three
doing
banged
now.
up teams in a row.
It's like they supposed to be. They don't have Henry.
Right.
They didn't have a rusher who was over 50 yards today, right?
Yep.
Tannehill had 213 and a touchdown. You had 3 points, a touchdown, 3 points, a touchdown, 3 points. You're not gonna win like that in the playoffs. Regular season, yeah, that's cool, but when it comes down to crunch time to really win the game, can they pull it off in the playoffs? You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, and I don't think they could do it without Henry.
Oh no, it's totally different.
Without Henry, they can't do it. Yeah, Adrian Peterson, we know what type of player he is, but he's old. He's long in the tooth.
Yeah.
But this was a good win for him. I give it to him.
Yeah.
In the 18th.
Oh yeah, I mean they won 2 without him. You know what I mean? So
that's cool.
But the longest
and without the major run game. You know what I'm saying? In the last couple of weeks.
That's cool. We talking about playoffs.
Well, yeah. I mean, but you can luck up in the playoffs just like you lucking up through the regular season.
Nah, you can't.
Nah, you can't.
Just because you can't because of schedule. You got this like their schedule. Don't get me wrong; they play the Saints without a quarterback, without the running back, without a receiver, all this kind of stuff. Yes, 6 wins in a row is great. That's great. But what I'm saying that they don't scare nobody. When you ain't got King Henry, that's who they rely on. You got Brown, who's a hell of a receiver. I like Brown.
Yeah, he's cool.
Has anybody seen Julio? He's always hurt.
Now he's done for the next couple of weeks.
No, he's hurt.
I mean, and see, this is what we said. That this is going to be a continual thing. I'm just saying, I would not trust them if we go into the playoffs, and they might end up 13-3 or 14-3, 13-4.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be scared if I had to go to play them. That's what I'm saying.
Then they accidentally lose to the Patriots next week. Who they got at New England?
Oh yeah,
They ain't been playing like no slouches though.
Right. Yeah, that's a whole different game. They feeling themselves.
All right, next game. The Indianapolis Colts beat the Jaguars 23-17. Mr. Carson Wentz struggled to beat the Jaguars. I mean, it is what it is with this game. I mean, the coach is going to rely on Taylor to do what he do, that run game, which whoever got him in fantasy is happy right now.
I think.
Several weeks.
Because he's howling.
Several weeks in a row.
Oh yeah, he had over 90 yards and a touchdown in the first quarter or something like that. It was crazy.
Right, and I think Carson, after this year, I don't know how many years he signed with Indianapolis Colts.
I think he got a nice one. I think he's got like 3 or 4. I mean, he got some years.
If they got to deal with this for the next couple of years, it's what we're going to get. They 5-5. What we got? 18-game season. They liable to be 8-10.
But the scary,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but the scary thing, remember they started out like what 2-5 or something. It was something.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I mean, I'm totally. I'm not a Carson Wentz fan. Never will be.
Right.
Fly Eagles fly. Whatever. I definitely don't care for him at all.
Right.
And I understand what you're saying because they was leading. They was doing some stuff. It was up 17-6 in the first quarter.
Yes.
That's not good.
No.
Not at all. But Carson Wentz had 180 yards passing.
No
Last time
touchdown.
I checked, they in a dome. So you can't say the weather, you can't say none of that stuff
Right.
affected him, right? So, but Carson Wentz is Carson Wentz.
Absolutely.
And because Frank Wright had him at Philly, I got him. We're gonna be good. We're gonna do all this stuff. Yeah. But the scary thing with them, they still
The
in the
one.
hunt.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. They still in the hunt.
yeah,
What you got to
yeah. Um, like you said, Taylor. You know, I mean, his running was just off the hook, man. You know, your boy is like he tied Derrick Henry today for the rushing lead in the NFL.
And here we ain't played
Uh,
the last 2-3 games.
7 straight games with 100 yards and a TD. Huh?
No, I was saying that Henry ain't played the last 2 games or 3 games.
No, he hasn't. And, you know, he's just finally catching up, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the second guy, right?
Right.
Trevor Lawrence, 16 to 35 in that same dome you was talking about.
Right. But that's a rookie.
Right.
That's a
Well, I
rookie.
mean, he hadn't done nothing all season, but you know.
But he's a rookie. Like,
Right.
so
He
what
ain't
I'm
got
saying is,
either.
yeah, he's a rookie. Oh boy, ain't a rookie. Carson Wentz been around and he's at home.
No, he's been around.
He's been to a Super Bowl and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
On the sidelines. But anyway. But yeah.
I ain't say he started. I ain't say he played.
No, what I'm saying is that we know Trevor Lawrence is going sputter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with him sputtering. I can't be okay with Wentz sputtering at the crib. That's all I'm saying. So you go ahead, Twan. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's a win's a win, bro. That's all, you know. Indiana, like you said, they're, you know, outperforming the expectations to me, you know. I think, you know, not too many people had any faith in Wentz to begin with,
Right.
you know. For him to go down there and he's doing better than he did the last couple years in Philadelphia, you know. So he
Only thing, let me jump in real quick. Only thing is like they was my sneaky team just because I knew their defense was supposed to be all that. Then they had some lumps. I was thinking that he's gonna pretty much but Duke can't even manage the damn game. They're like 17-6, bro. Y'all supposed to coast on in, and we know NFL is NFL. But like you said, I mean, he's showing his true face. So I ain't got nothing. None of what you got, man.
Man, it's the Jaguars. Great win, Indy, but Carson, you gotta do better as a I said point guard.
Absolutely.
Starting quarterback in the NFL, man. You gotta do better.
Right.
It's especially against a team that you're playing against. You know, it ain't like you're playing against, you know, a stout defense or something
Right.
like that, man. You're playing against Jacksonville. I understand he ain't got some of the biggest targets in the league, but you got TY, man. That's enough to at least get you 75 from one player, you know.
Right.
150 less than 200, it ain't gonna cut it.
At all. Let me ask you real quick. Let me ask y'all this. Even though we know Frank Wright, he had him as at Philly, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff. Do y'all think that he's on a leash? Like he sees. I mean, granted, we ain't no coaches, and you know he's got to see it. But do you think he's like, okay, this league is jumble. Just don't lose it. We need your managers. Like, so you think he's putting him on a leash, like a short leash? Because you know he's calling plays and everything too.
I wouldn't say that. I think they would, you know, allow him to play through whatever, you know, troubles that he's having. You know what I mean? Or if he does have any troubles, they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I believe.
I think the play style will be a little different. You know what I mean? I don't think you would see as many adjustments at the line and things like that. You know, the quarterback moves when you're on a leash. You go out there, everything's very standard.
Right.
You got the play already called. You don't change it up. You don't make too many adjustments based off the defense.
Right.
So I feel like if he is on the leash, it's very loose.
Okay. Because only reason I said it because when you look at the standings, they very much is in the playoff contention, but we all know the history of Wentz.
Yeah.
So
Right.
That's another one that, like, if I got to go play at Indy, I got Carson Wentz. Ah, okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I love their offensive line. It's probably the best offensive line in the game. Taylor's balling. You definitely going to have to
Right,
stand up because they're going to hit you in your mouth.
Right.
But you stack the box and let this dude beat you.
right.
That's one of
But
that's one of
where's Philadelphia at this year though?
About the same damn. I mean, not too far.
No, they ain't in no hunts for nothing.
Huh?
They ain't in no hunts for nothing. What are you talking about?
Oh, not because the NFC is tougher than the AFC.
they
Let's keep
don't
it
they don't
real.
get
Let's
I
they
keep
don't
give
it
you
get
real.
that
that.
about the almost football conference. They don't get that.
Let's keep it real. And you know I don't like Philly. I ain't trying to protect them or not, but I'm just saying, like, dudes beating teams, and we're gonna cover that. Like, I'm not a Jalen Hurts fan, but dude, like, even today, that's a good ass win on the road.
Him and Devontae, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So when we'll cover that, I'm just saying, like, nobody's crying over Wentz gone in Philly. Let's put
Right.
it that
Nah, they
way.
not.
No, I ain't saying that. But you
Yeah,
know, he got a lot of blame for whatever troubles they had. You know what I mean? And
right, right,
They
you
ain't
know,
have him.
they ain't doing too much better without him.
right. But
I
my
don't
thing
think they
is this,
still got them Wentz blues, man.
what you
I
say?
don't think I don't think they still going through the Carson blues.
Oh no, because
Oh no.
my thing is, and y'all know I can't stand. I mean,
Yeah, they don't like nobody else.
I don't like Philly, whatever.
Yeah.
But with they, to me, they still would be 5-5 with Jalen Hurts if they switch. I don't see him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, for real,
One just
a runner that actually can escape, and he's.
Shit, I
I
think
like
Indy will
him
be
better than
fine
Wentz.
with
I hate to say that.
yeah.
I hate to say that. I like Hurts better than Wentz, and
Because
y'all
he
know,
threw
and y'all know I don't like
because
Hurts.
because Hurts threw a couple of dimes today that I saw. I was like,
Hurt.
Lord Jesus.
Hurts will do all right in there.
He threw a couple of good dimes today.
And I just think that sometimes you got to do think you go outside the box. And I'm going back real quick while we talking about the Colts. I think they probably could have got a different quarterback than him. I'm just
They
saying.
probably could have.
I mean, maybe they shouldn't. Don't get me wrong. It's
Offensive
hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a quarterback, everybody knows on this panel. If you ain't got a quarterback, then you're it's finished. It's
Absolutely.
done.
I know. You do.
Let's go to the
Tell
next
us about
Yes, that's right. New England Patriots beat
Mhm.
Cleveland Browns
Woo!
45 to 7.
Woo, Lord, give it to one of them.
Man, because this shit stink. Go
Mhm.
ahead, Twan.
Jones, 19 to 23, 198 yards and three touchdowns. You know, he ended up coming out, I believe, for Brian Hoyer. He went 3 for 85 and a touchdown.
They straight.
Ramondre Stevenson, rookie running back, 20 for 100 and two TDs
I mean,
his
you know, I
first
almost
start.
picked him up and
I
started
swore
him.
I did
I'm
too.
sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
glad you said
At
that.
fantasy
Huh?
talk,
I
I'm
did
sorry.
too.
What was that?
I said I almost picked him up in fantasy to start.
Oh yeah. You need a dude. You need
Yeah,
dude.
right.
They had to pull out Mayfield today. He got beat up. A couple
yeah,
times he got
they
hit
did.
really hard. So they ended up pulling him for Case Keenum late in the game. They've lost 4 of the last 6 games in Cleveland. So they going through some struggles right now, and I don't think it's all due to them running.
Right.
Tell them go there.
Great point.
Yeah,
Tell
man.
them go there.
None of what you got on it, brother.
Man, I think it's Cleveland. Cleveland's going through a typical mid-season downfall to me. I feel
Right.
like they go through this about every year around the same time. They do all right either at the beginning of the season or the end of the season. The mid-season is just Cleveland. But man,
I'm sorry. I'm
they was just
sorry.
it
clean.
was
Brian.
it was a great win, Patriots. Man, they took care of business, played no games, and capitalized on every possession. Ain't much you can say about that.
Let me tell you, man. I am so impressed with Belichick is doing his thing, man. I mean,
Absolutely.
like slowly but surely they got tight ends, they got the defense is back, everything, and plus playing there is hard to beat them there. And Jones
Mhm.
is doing what he needs to do.
Absolutely.
The crazy thing is, as we talked about the coach, New England's right, like they got a playoff spot, and
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
there.
here we are.
They there.
Oh yeah.
Here we
Oh yeah.
are. What you
Yeah,
gonna do?
they are.
Come up here in the snowing and shit
Yep.
and all that. Like this is you know what? Tom Brady did his thing last year.
Yes, he did.
We know that. We know that. Now the Patriots is showing, okay, yeah, we ain't saying we're gonna win no Super Bowl, but look, we are a machine.
Yeah, we juggling.
We're a machine. We're a machine. And as much as I look at Jones and stuff like that, and I was at first I was like, oh, dude is doing his thing, man. I gotta give him his props.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give him his props. And that system fits him. And they are catering to him. And hey, but hats off to them. But let me get to the Browns real quick. Um Doodoo Browns, 5-5. Mayfield, this you know what? Everybody's hurt. I understand that. Now we're getting all
Mm-hmm.
everybody. He's hurt, and he's been hurt. But everybody's hurt, and if you're that damn hurt, you don't play.
Don't play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, built-in excuse. That's cool. The running backs was out. We understand that. We know the running game is tight and all this. You got rid of OBJ. You won last week. Everybody's talking about, well, maybe it was OBJ.
Yeah.
Newsflash, it wasn't OBJ.
It was never
No,
OBJ.
I know. But I'm saying,
No,
you know how the
Right.
media
he was
portrays.
OBJ when he was in New York.
Right, right. But you know how they like to portray things. So
Yeah.
you got a great offensive line. You got Dearness Johnson had 99 yards. The running game is still intact, whatever. But man, that defense that everybody was talking about. Oh Lord, man, they are like garbage, man.
That's not it.
I'm sorry.
That's not it.
And like you said, no, it's like, here we go. Like what you say? Here we go again.
It's the
Hey, here
mid-season
we go
wonder.
again.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
That's
Cleveland
when you
might
feel
make the
you got
playoffs
a
this
little hope.
year. Ah, never mind. Cleveland playing like
Right,
Cleveland.
right.
That's every year.
I don't know.
You'll never have a year where you just like, whoa, look at Cleveland.
Right. And that was last year.
Yep.
I'm just saying, even though it was still incomplete last year, I don't think that I don't know if we're gonna see it again. Like,
No.
because old boy is too busy living in the stadium.
Kanye?
Apparently, he ain't practicing.
Ah, Jesus, dude.
Oh, you talking about Baker Mayfield?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought
Baker.
you were talking about Kanye West. You know,
What you got,
Kanye
Mark?
West was in
I'm just gonna say
he was
good.
living in Atlanta Stadium for
Yeah,
a little while.
Yep. I'm gonna say good win, New England. I mean, I really don't like neither one of these teams. I have a really great hate for these teams, but New England's rocking and rolling. I mean, Bill Belichick know what he's doing. He know how to coach.
Right.
He know how to get them players to do what they need to do. Good win for them, but like Nudda said, the Browns is always going to be the Browns. They can start out 10-0 and then lose the rest of the games.
Right.
Goes
Browns,
y'all.
Jets, and Jags.
And right now, guys, as you look at the and I will do it towards the end, but I just want to say this. Right now, they sitting in the 6th spot in the playoffs.
Mm,
Mm.
Hey,
mm.
what you got for us, Mark?
Early.
All right, Jesus Christ, yeah, me looking at it too. Buffalo beat the Jets 45-17. Twan.
Yeah, man. Buffalo. They was on a roll today, dog. You know what I mean? Allen, 28 for 366, 2 TDs and an interception. They had 3 rushing TDs today. Singletary, Breida, Moss, all scored TDs rushing. Diggs had 8 receptions for 162 and a touchdown. So they were clicking on all cylinders today too. I don't know, 45 seems to be that magic number today. It's just the 3rd team to score 45 points today.
Yeah.
Right,
or
right.
at least 40. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Dallas had 43. You know, yeah, we had New England and Buffalo with 45, but yeah, it was a hell of a game. White for New York, man. 4 interceptions on the day.
What? Wait a minute. I missed that
That's
one.
Yeah.
He had 4 picks?
for
4 interceptions
Joe.
on the day.
Hey,
It's typical Jets.
Oh.
Joe Flacco came in.
Well, you know you're in
Yeah,
trouble.
Flacco came in was 3 and 3. He was 100%, 47 in the touchdown. He, you know, and
No,
spot duty, he did his job.
Right.
no, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Right,
Hold on.
Quan.
Let's don't get White the defensive player of the year. He had 1 interception. Poyer had 1. Johnson had 1, and Wallace had 1. They had 4 as a team.
Oh, four
Oh, you good?
interceptions
No,
as
no,
a
no, no. Because
team.
I was thinking, wait a minute.
Defensive player of the year.
No, I was saying if he had 4 in one game, crown that guy. But no, they had
Right.
4 as a team. You good? They had 4 as
Oh,
a team.
okay.
But still, that's a lot of
It
interceptions,
is.
bro.
It is.
A lot of interceptions.
He ain't playing next week. Joe's starting.
Yeah, oh yeah, Joe's
Mhm.
starting. Joe's starting. No, what you got on this, bro?
It ain't gonna matter.
You right.
I can go start. I ain't never played quarterback a day in my life. I could throw 4 interceptions. It's
You know,
easy. You
That's
throw
what
four
Kentucky
interceptions,
got.
though, man.
Right.
I don't care if you the hottest team in the league, worst team in the league, man. 4 interceptions is hard to win.
Hard.
As tough as giving up the opportunity of at least, man, shoot, what, 8 points?
Yeah. He's
That's,
14, maybe.
well, that ain't even 8. No, you can't even get 8 off turnovers.
Nah, at least
But
at least 12. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If you
yeah.
get 3,
3
yeah,
or
yeah,
4
yeah,
field goals.
yeah.
Then you get 4 field goals off turnovers. You
Right.
know, it's easy Bob, man. Easy Bob.
I th-
Was
I,
typical Jets.
I think another bounce back game. You know, just
Absolutely.
how like Dallas
Yes,
did,
yep,
they had another
yep.
bounce back game. Had to go ahead and say, okay, let me choke them out. Let's just say that,
Get him out of
and
here.
they did it.
Yep.
I think the whole league is waiting for Flacco to come back because that means that's a win.
Yep.
Mr. White, even though West Kentucky, shout out to West Kentucky alum. You know, sometimes stuff is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So Buffalo, you caught them at the wrong time.
Right.
6-3 or 9-6, whatever they lost. You know, they was gonna put up some points, do what they gotta do. Um, I can't my whole thing is the bounce back is real. Thank you. Now you gotta go ahead as Buffalo, like, do you really want this number 1 seed? Like,
Right.
for real. Like, if you want this number 1, it's to be taken in the AFC. What's going down? Because too many, if we look like who's got the wait a minute real quick, man. You got me thinking on some stuff real quick. Titans, the best record right now, 8-2. So like
Yep.
Buffalo, you supposed to be Don Juan.
Yeah.
You can now you got to catch that. You got to catch that. So now, what are we playing for? We playing for the number 1 seed. We got to go ahead and do what we got to do. Have things ahead of us. Have all the home games and things like that. So you cannot lose no more
No.
Jacksonville games. That at all,
Right.
at all. You cannot have that.
Right.
So they did what they had to do. Good win.
Buffalo supposed to win this game. Good win, Buffalo. Next game.
Woo, Lord.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, I ain't been talking about that, but go ahead. You good? Go ahead.
Pittsburgh. Detroit
Get it, Mark.
tied 16-16.
Get it, Mark.
First draw of the season.
I'm not gonna really fuck that. I'm gonna dive in today because I really can't do what I want to do tomorrow because
Right.
you know what I'm saying. So fuck this shit. Pittsburgh sucks. That's what the situation is. It is what it is. Mason Rudolph. I'm gonna keep that to myself. I talk to my brother at the show, but I really want to say you suck. The defense suck. We let that little Swift dude and the other little running back for Detroit just do what they wanted to do today. Had some fumbles.
Oh shit!
Had
Sorry.
some key fumbles that could have led to kick field goals. Matter of fact, I need to talk to the offensive coordinator. We at the 5 yard line, 4 downs. You throw the ball 3 fucking times. Why not run it?
Najee.
Why not let that young boy get in there, run the ball, get the touchdown? Now, if he score, different ball game.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Defense might spark up because you know how everything is. Offense feed off the defense, defense feed off the offense, or whatever. But none of that happened today. Mason, then you want to throw to your best friend Washington. It ain't college, bruh. It ain't Oklahoma State. It's the NFL. We got receivers better than him on Pittsburgh. Stop fucking playing with me. Dude, we suck today. I'm so upset. Excuse my language. Whoever's watching this damn show today, I'm upset.
Raw uncut.
Because now we 5-4-1.
5-3-1.
Well, 5-3-1. This is over. We're done. That right there. Then we got to go to San Diego Sunday. This ain't gonna make it no better. You had to win this. Mason, you can't beat Detroit. Mason, you can't beat Detroit. Yes, you can't beat Detroit
at the crib.
All right, Twan, go ahead, dude. I'm upset.
Oh man, I mean, you know, like you said, I mean, the fact that they couldn't get past Detroit is an issue. You know, it snaps a 4-game winning streak for you guys.
Yes, it does.
You know, I mean, it looked like y'all were clicking or doing all right. You know, it's kind of ugly, like, you know, Tennessee, the way that Tennessee's winning. You know what I mean? But you know, y'all was getting it done. You know, today was slight disappointment. You know what I'm saying? At least it's not an L. But, you know, just going to a 0-0 game with Detroit, you know, is kind of ugly.
True. Get some stats. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Twan, give me some of them stats, brother.
Well, I got Mason Rudolph, who was 30 for 50, 242, TD and an interception. We had Jared Goff, who was 14 to 25, 114 with no TD. We had Najee Harris still had 105 yards. Like I said, it wasn't much to look for stat wise in on either side of this game, really. You know, it was really kind of slow. Huh?
Will said 130 on the ground.
Who did?
Swift for Detroit.
Oh yeah, of course. But you know, like I said, you don't expect nothing from Detroit. You know, other than maybe the running game. You know, I mean, if you're a fan, you already knew about Swift. You know,
he's out. Go ahead, get that.
I think it was another good game from Najee, but horrible game overall from Pittsburgh, from play calling to performance. You had silly protection of the ball, man. Like you said, couple costly fumbles. I ain't no still a hater, but y'all really made me dislike y'all today watching the game in Detroit. It's the first time Detroit did not lose to the Steelers since Ford owned Detroit.
Woo! Bring them stats, guys. That's what I love. Right. I love that.
That right there is what you call a whoa.
Eddie got up out the chair. All right, I guess that's for me next. Let me go on and say this. I will go ahead and echo Antwan on this, right? At least it's not a loss. I understand the magnitude of it, that they should have went ahead and rock and roll like everybody thought. But as a Dallas Cowboys fan who lost last week, I'd rather have a tie than a loss. I'm just gonna say that. Yes, it was ugly, but the whole thing about it is this: people got to understand when you ain't got your quarterback, man. That's a whole. So like, you got to at least have a backup quarterback to get you one of these wins against Detroit.
Right.
If your backup quarterback can't beat Detroit, who was suffering, that's a problem. I would say that without a doubt.
Right.
But one thing that I never thought I'd see, especially at Pittsburgh. Now this is disturbing to me. The Detroit Rush had 229 yards rushing. That's unheard of. That's at Pittsburgh. No, 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 no. Something going on. Something you know what I'm saying. That kind of stuff. I understand Mason. You know we Mason. Him and Cleveland goes way back. They go way back. Him and the Browns go way back. We ain't trust him for years. I'm saying we ain't trusting him. You should have already got rid of that guy. Go ahead, Dwayne Haskins, play him, get somebody else. Because I'm gonna tell you what, like I just said, if your backup cannot be a Detroit struggling ass Lions, rest in peace, Dad. I'm sorry, I know your team. And maybe that's why. Because you always say, I always say, so they gave you a tie. But I would say this: if your backup cannot beat the winless Detroit, there's a serious issue.
That's a problem.
I'm done.
All right. The Washington football team beat Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay.
9-14. Twines on you, brother.
Yes, sir. Tyler Heineke, 26 of 32, which was very efficient. 26, only 6 missed passes, 256, just 1 touchdown. Antonio Gibson was someone other than who he normally is today. You know what I'm saying? He had 24 for 64 and 2 touchdowns. Tom Brady, 2 interceptions in the first quarter. This is their second consecutive loss. So I don't know what's going on with Tampa Bay right now, but looks like they in one of those slumps.
Another what you got, brother?
I think it was a very good game from Washington. Horrible game from Brady specifically. I think the Buccaneers in general did a good job, but I think Brady had a rough start to the game and never really got out of that hole.
Mm-hmm.
Scary Terry, man, catching everything. Man, the efficiency from Scary Terry today was so unreal. Even though he only finished with 59 yards, man, he had 6 catches. He caught a catch on 3 people coming across the middle, man, and they hit the man so hard and he still caught it. That wins ball games.
Right.
Not playing with the I guess you could say with the favor of the rules.
Right.
When you play against the favor of the rules and let the referees call the game the way they're gonna call the game, you're gonna win every time, man.
Right.
You gotta.
It is. It's a good win for Washington football team. I know brother don't really like the type of stuff, but it's a good win for them. But I'm gonna say that's horrible because that defense is supposed to be better than what they're doing. Letting Washington put up 29 points. What's his name? Haskins. Who is this cat? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I understand he's a pro quarterback, but
No, you're about,
Higgins, whatever his name is, yeah. Y'all don't let him do that on that defense because Tampa Bay has a decent defense. They have an okay defense, and
all that money.
Thank you.
Money
It's
wise,
a lot
right,
of money
right.
wise over or whatever. But it's like Tom Brady. This ain't your greatest game, but we all hyped on when he do great, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, he can play till he's 50. But what about these games that he's supposed to win that he's not winning? You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's stop giving him praise and be like and really criticize him. He was supposed to win this game today.
You're right.
You came off that loss before the bye. You know what I'm saying? But good win, Washington. Good win.
Wrong uncut. I'm losing tops of bottles over here.
Where you go, bro?
I fell under the couch. That's okay. I lose tops of but let me go and pick up for my book because I made a mistake. But the past 2 games, if I'm a Bucks fan, I'm concerned. Okay? For the simple fact, they gave up 36 points to the Saints. Followed up to 29 points. Right? Two quarterbacks who ain't really worth shit. Let's just keep it 100. my whole thing is this, right? What we gonna see on Monday night? I mean, not what's the NFL morning, football morning, and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
We gonna see a team that played on Thursday with a quarterback get bashed, right?
Yep.
We ain't gonna see
Right.
Tommy. Tommy's just gonna get a little bit bashed.
You're not gonna see that.
Right.
You're not gonna see that.
Right,
You're
right,
not gonna
right.
see that.
Right. That's when they use his age. Oh, but y'all know he's 70.
Right.
No, man. They go,
All that shit.
And-
But
Yeah.
but my thing is that you cannot slip up like this in the NFC this year.
Right.
There's a lot of top teams
It is.
that is going to try to get that home field advantage. I know people probably heard me saying it because there's no dominant teams, but that home field means a lot. It's going to mean so much this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so as they stumble against Washington, the football team,
Mm-hmm.
minus the label, minus the logo. I mean, not logo, but
Yeah.
they got a name. I mean,
They got a
the
name.
nickname. Hey, great win, but I'm gonna tell you what. So it's almost one of those deals. Would you rather win the game or would you rather lose Chase Young?
Ooh.
And so you lost Chase Young.
Lost Chase Young.
Y'all stuff's over with.
Yeah. Lost Chase.
And they got some young bucks in there.
Yes,
All
they
them
do.
Alabama dudes they got. But Chase Young is different.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt. Granted, 3-6, great win for Washington. You can't even downplay. Great win.
Yep.
Tom Brady, what's going on, man? So, hey, is it a blueprint on him now? You know how they always say.
Right.
You done lost back to back.
It ain't playoffs.
Right.
You don't look right. You know, look, you done lost back to back to no quarterbacks.
Right.
That's all I gotta say.
He pulled the Iverson card. Right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about it. Practice.
But let me ask you this real quick. Let me ask you each one of y'all answer this. As we look at this with Tampa Bay, to you guys, and it's probably gonna be the same answer. It can be different. What is Tampa Bay's Achilles heel?
Brady.
Defense.
Wait. Brady. Another said Brady. You said defense.
Yeah.
Defense.
To me, lack of running game. You ain't winning the Super Bowl. You guys some dude. To me, because I'm not a Fournette or the other dude. I
Well,
think
Fournette's been doing all right for me, though. You know what I mean? I think he's been doing a decent job.
who
Fournette.
50-something. Dude, this dude was the best running back that ever came out of freaking LSU and everything. He ain't living up to his potential, baby.
Since he left the Jaguars.
Yeah.
But this is probably his best season in the last several years,
He's
though.
still averaging 60 yards. No, I mean, at Jackson,
Yeah.
ball. Like you said, at Jackson, he ball. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Because Jones was that dude, and then they did it. My thing is this: when that passing game is not rolling, just slow the game down, hand the ball off. Let's eat. Let's focus. We all done been there. All of our teams have been like, okay, dude ain't passing today. Let's control the game. Let's rock roll because we understand you guys. Like Tampa Bay has so many number one receivers, tight ends, and stuff. You know how open them lanes are for you. Like he should at least get 90 some of y'all. I ain't gonna say everybody can't get 100. But my thing is rock and roll. But the thing about it is everything that somebody said on her is facts.
Mm-hmm.
It's facts, really. Brady, defense. What'd you say again?
Defense.
Two defense. Brady, running game. Man,
I think when it comes to the Brady part, I mean, just the physicality, man. Putting your hands on him. Once they start putting their hands on Brady, man, it just changes the whole momentum of the game. He goes from 6 for 6, 5 for 5.
Into the loss of Gronk.
Three, four drops in a row, 2 interceptions. It happens every time. After that first rough up, sack, pressure, any of that, it's all downhill from her.
Yeah, I think the loss of Gronk too hurts to him. You know what I mean? He likes that, that check down receiver type deal. He hasn't had Gronkowski for the last 5-6 weeks now.
But
so that hurts. We got who's it? Antonio Brown, he's out.
But as far as tight ends, they are probably the most loaded besides New England. Drake is a good tight end.
Yeah, Brady's
But I'm
decent.
saying, and OJ Howard, like
Yep.
stuff like they have people that's running open. I'm just saying that, like, and nothing wrong. Grunt is Grunt. We all understand, and he has familiarity. But my thing is this, dude, you got three number ones running out
You
there,
do.
crazy. And I ain't saying everybody played today. We know AB didn't. My thing is that, and I look, and I agree with you guys. If I had to say, besides something, it's definitely defense. And we seen this story because you remember last year it was the same thing. You gonna have to get that kryptonite. You gonna
Yeah.
have,
Gotta do
and this
something.
what another said. You gotta put your hands on him.
You got to.
Move him off his spot. Because if you don't, then here we go again.
It's a problem.
You ain't got to tackle him. Just put your hands on him, man.
Right,
Show him you're there. Let him know you here.
right.
All right. Carolina beat
Woo!
the Cardinals 34-10.
Mhm.
Twano, what you got, brother?
You said the Cardinals and who?
Carolina Panthers.
That was
Shit,
the
I ain't got
Cardinals
notes
practice
on
squad.
them. Hold on, let me look them up, bro. Uh,
You
we got
straight
some
swine. That was
scores.
the
Let
Cardinals
me
practice
see,
squad.
22 of 39, 29 for PJ Walker, 167, and interception. Nothing there, but we had Cam Newton, the return.
The
He
return.
was 3 of 4 with a touchdown, and also had a rushing touchdown today.
Right.
So it was a welcome home for him. McCaffrey, he did all right, both in the passing game and the receiving game. Um,
Woo! 10 receptions.
yeah, you know what I mean. He's all purpose, yo. Colt McCoy, 11 of 20 for 107 yards and an interception. Did nothing there. You know, Connor had 10 carries for 39 yards and a TD. Um, no reception touchdown. So yeah, that was pretty bad. That was
Go
pretty
ahead, bro.
bad. But the
What's
fact that they had your boy was out today too. Um,
that?
Arizona's
Oh,
collar. Yeah,
Pat Hopkins.
yeah.
Yeah. No, what you got?
49 passes,
Mm-hmm.
274 total yards from both quarterbacks,
Right.
and zero passing touchdowns. Horrible.
None, right?
Great. I guess you could say good bounce back win for Carolina. They needed it. They've been having a rough past couple weeks
In the
ever
playoffs.
since the game against New York, the Giants. Once we beat them, they've been downhill ever since. But great win against Arizona's practice squad. Uh, I
Welcome
mean,
back, Cam.
yeah, definitely. I'm coming hard every week. It's definitely Arizona's practice squad, man. They had Connor had 39 yards and a touchdown. That was one of those go aheads.
You want to say
They
you
had
can have it? You can
Christian
have
Kirk
it.
had 58 receiving yards, man. That was Arizona's practice squad, man. They didn't have Hopkins. They didn't have what's the name making a big presence today. Didn't have Kyler Murray. It was a lot of Edwards. It's a lot of banged up Arizona players this week. So
Yeah.
it was one of them San Antonio rest your player weeks.
You don't put the NBA.
Yeah, Manu Ginobili and all of them they had to sit out this week, man.
What you got, Mark?
I'm gonna say this.
Y'all crazy.
First
Man.
off, Nudda, I like how you slid that in there. They ain't been the same since we beat them.
Actually,
That was dope. That was a little
and,
cute. I like how
wait
he
a
did
minute.
that. I like how he did
Act-
that.
But hold on. Actually, it was the Cowboys who beat them first, and that shit didn't slid down.
Nah. See, when we beat them, it was different.
It took the
Y'all
pride.
wasn't. Y'all was.
It took the
It
pride.
was. It was potentially expected for y'all to beat them. Wait a
Okay,
minute. Come on, man. The Giants.
I got you.
When
I give it to you.
man,
Hey,
You got
no,
this today.
no, I give it to you. I give it to you. You got it. You got it.
But I
what we
agree. I
doing,
agree
man?
what I agree what Nutter said. He said it's the practice squad. But I would say this: we talk about a Carolina Panther team that Arizona's defense, you would have thought would have went out there and handled business with a backup quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get what you're saying, practice squad or whatever, but Arizona's defense still should have took care of business against a backup quarterback. Yeah, Cam Newton, you came through, you scored your little rushing touchdown, you threw your passing touchdown. That was cool.
Definitely came back though.
You know what I'm saying? That was cool, but still, Arizona's at home.
Yeah.
And y'all let them put up 34 points on the board. What Chandler Jones, you supposed to be the greatest sack leader ever. Where was he at?
The first week.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you at?
Right.
Like, they supposed to step up and dominate them with this backup quarterback. That's all I'm saying. I get Calamari. They're not third. That's cool. You still got Kurt, who can play,
Defense
and you still got AJ Green, who was the number one receiver at one point in time. You still got weapons, but Colt McCoy, I get that. That's who's throwing the ball to you. That's cool or whatever, but that defense still should have stepped up. That's my personal opinion.
Well, you know what? We hit it on the head. We already said before this that we thought the defense was kind of suspect. Talking about Arizona, there is, guys. Also, Fool's Gold. Last week they looked like, when Colt McCoy was running down by his all height and stuff, they beat the brakes off him.
We don't need him to come
well, yeah, we're good. beat the 49ers at the 49ers. Yes, we know the 49ers ain't the best team.
Right.
All you 49ers, hashtag FTTB, hashtag we lose, whatever. Still, it was at San Fran, great win on the road. So you thinking, okay, we can still rest on boy, get away with it. Because Colt McCoy gonna take care of us.
Right.
Wrong. Embarrassing. Horrible performance all around, everything. But like you said, I'm gonna hit it with you. I'm look. We on the railroad. We all ting hitting on the head. This is when your defense is supposed to win games.
Yes.
And they didn't. And Cam had a good one. But hell, Tony yards was 30-something yards. Mm-hmm. So you can't say nothing. Great for you, Cam. Get your confidence going on. No, I'm saying 2 TDs. We're looking at that. But I'm talking about DJ Walker. You had dudes that wasn't on their team either. Yes, Christian McCaffrey. We understand that.
He's lights out.
And he's been that dude for 3 years. So you knew what to expect. He's in there. They tightening, dumping at him. They doing all this kind of stuff. Cardinals, you cannot get beat to death. 17-0 the first quarter.
Right.
Did y'all thought that, okay, they ain't got no quarterback, we rocking and rolling, and Cam don't know the plays, and he ain't going to do it.
Facts.
Dudes didn't show up, man. And I understand, like you said, practice squad, but that defense wasn't practice squad. That defense is your number one, well, their number one defense of Arizona, and you couldn't protect home. I can see 16-13. You lose on a field goal. Something like Clark. They wasn't even in the game. No. Maybe this was their Dallas, Denver. Hopefully it was. But I bet you we see Calamari next week.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. As soon as he gets available,
And next week.
I bet we see him. I bet. Mm-hmm. You can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you at the Seahawks.
Right.
You at the Seahawks next week.
All right. Minnesota.
Oh, my gosh.
Beat the LA Chargers 27-20. Twan, go ahead and break it down.
Oh, man. Chargers. That's another one I ain't got no notes for. I can't even find a damn score for the month.
Game just went off.
Yeah, it just went off. 27-20 was the Vikings. They got them.
Okay, I see.
All right.
There we go. Kirk Cousins, 25 of 37, 294 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, 24 touches for 94 yards and a touchdown. T. Conklin, 3 for 11 and 2 touchdowns receiving. That's from Minnesota. And we got for the Chargers, let's see, Justin Herbert, 20 of 34, 195 with 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Austin Eckler, 11 for 44 yards. And no real receiving. Austin Eckler had a receiving touchdown also. So, Yeah, man, it's it looks like a defensive game, man. Nothing real offensive about the Chargers. It looks
Right.
like.
Yeah.
No.
Go on, break it down, cuz. What you got?
Chargers play horrible. I'm just keeping
Right,
100.
right. You good?
They did.
They hands down got easily top five offense in the NFL. And they played like the last seven easy. Like they just it wasn't no efficiency coming from them.
Right.
They've been great all season. I mean, shoot, Cooper Cup got what 10 touchdowns. You know, that's easily one of the tops in the leagues right now, man. And they just these last 2 weeks have been rough for them. They ain't been playing like LA.
Right.
Hopefully next week they come back. They've been playing like poop these last couple weeks.
Well, I'm gonna say this: Minnesota. I'm not surprised they won this game because Minnesota's one of them teams that will beat an undefeated team and then lose to the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
Minnesota's always like that
Facts.
or whatever. But I think this is a disappointing loss for the Chargers because the Chargers have firepower over there. You know what I'm saying? Like Minnesota, you got Cook, you got Thielen, you got JJ over at balling or whatever. But with Allen and Williams, and, you know what I'm saying, and Eckler and all them, this offense over for LA is good.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna say this to the fantasy people: if you do got Jay Hurd, I want you to flip a coin every Sunday if you're gonna start him or not, because he did good for the first couple of weeks on your fantasy team, but now he's doing horrible. If you got him and I have him, and he is pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good win for Minnesota, though. But it's a very, very disappointing loss for the Chargers because Minnesota is always up and down
Great point.
throughout the year. They always up and down, so you just never know with them. But the Chargers, this is an ugly loss for y'all.
This is one of the games that really shows the power of the NFC. Uh, Before this game, and even before a couple of games, the Chargers has been rolling, and that kind of stuff, and they are considered one of the playoff teams in the AFC. Thing about it is this: one of the biggest downfalls they have, and it has been, is their defense.
Yeah,
Vikings is gonna score with you. I mean, their offense is ridiculous. Thielman, Jefferson, Cook, all this kind of stuff. While Cook can still play because we don't know what's going to drop. Scorching case, all that kind of stuff. But they also have Kirk Cousins, who no
You
one,
like that?
yeah, right. And the only one like that was his mom and dad.
what you
Ain't
say?
nobody else like that. But the thing
Hey,
about it is,
as the king.
the thing about it is, man, he's another one of them quarterbacks
Yeah,
you're not afraid to face. But he does have offense. So you got to think, charges you at the crib. You got to protect home. You got to rock and roll. Justin Justin Herbert. Let this sit in. Cooper Rush had more yards than him, the backup from Dallas, at Minnesota. Something's going down. Like you're gonna have to do some things. We understand people watch tape, they do everything, but dude, you got a big arm, you got great offense, things like this. I thought it was gonna be a shootout. 27-20 is nice points or whatever. But I thought also it was gonna be the last team with the ball. Remember I said the last team with the ball. Uh, but if you're Chargers and you're serious, you can't lose this game. You can't lose this game. And Eckler, I love Eckler. Eckler is your poor man Christian McCaffrey. They do all kinds of stuff like this. But I'm seeing too many 44 yards rushing, 36 yards rushing, and like, dude, they only gonna take so much. Like, I don't know what your contract is, but when you got a passer like him, that running game is open. And when you're just doing this a little bit, and he always get banged up, he get hurt, it's just a matter of time. I'm gonna say this. Yes, they in the picture, whatever. I'm still saying that the Chargers probably a year or two away.
right.
Once dude get a couple more years or a year underneath his belt, They fine tune some stuff, and you got to get some defense. Vikings, great win, but like I said, to me, it just shows how NFC is a dominant
Yes,
conference.
absolutely. Next game. Philadelphia Eagles took care of business and beat the Broncos 30-13.
Mhm.
Oh
Eagles Broncos. We was just talking about old Hurts. We got 16 of 23, 178, two TDs and an interception for Hurt, which is not too bad. Teddy Bridgewater, 22 of 36, 226 yards, nothing.
damn.
Not
You
even
know,
a tackle.
after whooping up on them
Not,
Cowboys last
hey,
week, you
hey,
know what I mean?
not even a tackle.
Not even a tackle. Let me see what we got.
Dead roll for that one.
Man, we have no rushing touchdowns. We got D. Smith with two receiving touchdowns for Philadelphia.
DJ Moore.
Broncos, man, it looks like
He ate.
Melvin Gordon got a touchdown with 9 touches, 45 yards, but that was pretty much it on the Denver side.
Oh,
Yep.
Lord. Jesus.
You know, it was pretty bad.
Another what you got?
From what I did get to watch of the game, it was very defensive. It might not look like it on the stat sheet. Excuse me. It might look like somebody was very lackadaisical, but that was a very defensive game starting out. I didn't
Right,
get to watch the second half of it, but the beginning of it was definitely a very defensive oriented game, and that's
right.
probably why the stats look the way they do. But great win. Philly beat the brakes off of Denver, but
Sir,
Right, right,
you know,
right.
it's NFC. NFC's toughness, man. People look at NFC's record and they're like, man, it's too many 500 and under 500 teams. That's because you're playing against the top teams in the league.
right.
Right. Free facts.
Kind of hard to win every game.
Facts. Facts.
I'm gonna say this because I'm not gonna dive into this game. I just want to take a shot at my stepfather.
Oh
Uh,
Lord, Jesus.
he called me last Sunday and said, "Put me on the Market Will show after they beat the Cowboys." X, I ain't got no phone call. I ain't got nothing today. Where you at?
Denver,
Yes. Where
Hey,
you
if he's
at?
watching, if
Where
he's
you
watching,
at? You know, I ain't got nothing, brother. I ain't got nothing. He even threw a shot at Louisville and the Lakers. Texting my talking
woo!
crazy. I'm like, ooh,
I love
Uh,
we
it.
we going in, ain't we? I ain't
Get
got no phone
down.
call today.
we don't want to even get in on that.
Yeah.
It'll
But
be
I'm just
it'll
saying.
be a 7 hour show on that one.
I'm just saying. But go ahead, brother. I'm
Um,
waiting for the phone call, though, pops.
that ain't happening. Tell me, should have just called me. Get off your chest, because if I knew y'all was gonna beat us like and get beat to death to Philly Fly Eagles, you might as well let us just whoop that ass and then you know what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
and I would say this, Teddy. I don't know if y'all saw that play when he went Olay. He didn't. He didn't. It was a return. What
it
was
didn't
what
attempt
was
it. Didn't even attempt
he
it,
didn't.
right?
He looked at them and said, "No, no, he good." And I'm like, Teddy, we don't want you to get hurt. We don't
Business
want the
decision.
show to go out. It was but that was one. It was a business decision,
hmm
but that was one of the worst business
Yes, it
decisions I
was.
ever saw, because even all these other people looking at it like, damn, you didn't even
Yeah.
try to slow him down or nothing.
No.
He was
Ain't
like, dude, you
throw
got
no grass in front of his feet or nothing.
nothing. And I was like, okay, now, great win last week. Great win. But you cannot follow up a great win at Dallas and not show up.
The next week, exactly.
Like, that
They
just lets you
celebrating.
know. Don't get me wrong. And these are this ain't college.
Competitive loss.
Now in college you see that a lot. College,
Yeah.
up, down, whatever. But man, that's why I have. Hey, hats off to the Eagles. Winning there took care of business. Dudes look good. 16 for 23, 178, like you said, Twan, two TDs, one. Forget the interception. You rocked and roll. They they rushed for 214 yards. The Eagles.
hmm
Dallas had like 50, 60 something. I mean, like Dude, like you got people like Howard who wasn't in the league. He was, they benched him.
Right.
Lil Scott, Hurts, all this kind of like this is not a finished product with the Eagles. But I'm gonna tell you, they went in there, they're a physical team, they went in there and smacked them in their mouth. They like here we are. 10-0 lead after the but you know what? And it goes back to what we said before. Teddy, they're gonna pick and choose on what they look at you with, brother.
Mm-hmm.
As you do performance like this, 226, nothing, no TD, no interception. At least I know you probably went down the field. Like your margin of error in the league is smaller than
It's
the next
small.
guy.
It's small. Yeah.
Smaller. So yes, great win Dallas, but you know they ain't gonna look at that end of the year. Yeah, they be Dallas, but okay, y'all also end of the year 7 and
Right.
8 and
Yep.
whatever it is, 8-9.
Yep.
He gonna be out there, and I hate that for him because he shows glimpse and everything else. And I know that his coach is a defensive minded coach, so he don't want all them chances, big time. He knew they knew they had to push the envelope last week,
Absolutely.
but you're gonna have to push the envelope, period, bro.
For the rest of the year.
Philly has enough offensive weapons, like Cuz said. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Smith, who owned Sertan on that pass. Oh my God! Like great win, man, Philly. That's all I gotta say. I can't stand you, mother. But great win. Do what you gotta do. But I am seeing a pattern. I'm just seeing a lot of patterns that like that AFC man. If whoever gets in that playoff, y'all got a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Green Bay Packers.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Cheeseheads.
Yeah, man.
Be out. 17.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
COVID.
boy. It's your squad.
Yeah, I know it, right? The COVID denier, man, had 23 for 37, 292 yards and an interception. No touchdowns thrown today. AJ Dillon did all right on the ground with 2 touchdowns, 66 yards. Devontae's his normal self, 7 of 78 with no touchdowns. It looks like they just scraped by today. Seahawks really wasn't nothing to talk about. 20 of 40 for Russell Wilson, 164 yards with 2 interceptions. Alex Collins, 10 of 41 and nothing. So those guys are just really trying to get back. I think maybe Russell Wilson played hurt today. I don't know. He just wasn't in sync.
Yeah. Coming back from
He
that.
definitely ain't back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just adding into what he was saying about Russell Wilson not playing at 100%. Russell Wilson definitely ain't back at 100%, man. If you've seen the finger, like I seen the finger,
Yeah.
just like today, I don't know if y'all caught that finger that got popped out today. I want to say it was the Washington game, maybe. He had one of those sticking out to the side, man. But
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, I think for the rest of the season, Russell Wilson's gonna be a little finicky with the passing just because, like I said, that finger wasn't the prettiest. And it's kind of tough, man. Me being an ex-football player, I understand what it's like playing with banged up fingers. So I do understand that as a quarterback, it takes a lot more hand requirements, and it ain't gonna be the easiest. So they're gonna have to. I think it'd be best for them to go ahead and not necessarily tank the season, but take it on the chin.
Damn.
No, take it on the chin. Take it on the chin. Go out and compete every week. But understand that your quarterback ain't gonna be back to health. So make the best out of the situation.
Gotcha.
That's just my personal opinion.
Nah, that's good stuff. What you got?
Besides, Cuz said just forget the season.
Yeah, just
Jesus
run off with it.
Christ. He
Right.
said just lose every game. Okay.
No, I didn't say that. I said go out and compete.
DK got ejected today. The frustration is real.
Yeah, frustration is real.
What the situation and the circumstances is, man. You lost your quarterback early in some crucial games.
I'm gonna take my head out to Green Bay. Y'all got the win. Mr. COVID came back. He did what he had to do. One interception didn't look real good, but y'all back up AJ. He came in, did he's supposed to do when Jones went down.
Yeah, man.
2 touchdowns or whatever. He did a great job with that. Like I said, Wilson, he came back too early, 2 interceptions, but he needed this game, like me and Bruh talked about before the show. He needed this game to knock the rust off, like Bruh said, or whatever. So, great win, Green Bay. Great win. Great win.
To me, I just Pete Carroll got to go. I'm just gonna be 100. His time has came and gone. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. I'm tired of the same old shit. Like ever since, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they had a nice run. They had a nice
Yeah, they
run.
had a really good run.
And to me, like we talked about, man, when your fingers all broke, fractured, shit, it's gonna take time, bro. Cause you talking about if anybody ever played football and gripping and passing, that's a whole different level. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's like, hey, I done jammed like on football. I'm surprised my fingers ain't looking like some, over there, but it's a totally different game. And so you got a guy in here that normally hits these players. And so it was, to me, great time for Green Bay to play down. Like, because Russell in 2 weeks is going to look different.
Right.
Granted, it's still going to be lingering. You fracture something. Whenever it rains, and it always rains in Seattle, that middle finger's going to be hurting. And it's already going to aching and stuff like that. But also, Seahawks really showed some of that defensive minded that they haven't done in a while. They was on it. I think Mr. Jamal Adams, who thinks he's the best safety and he's not, finally got an interception. Good for you. 0 points. I'm not surprised. And the thing about it is, the crazy thing is this, guys, Russell still was the best option. Because Geno Smith out there been 34-0.
You right.
Yeah, he been dropping Philly steak sandwiches all over the place.
Right.
So it was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Good win. And then all of a sudden, for Packers, you ain't got to talk about the COVID now. Now we talk about winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you moving on. Let's talk about something else.
Right.
We heard that. But I'm going to tell you what's going to hurt them. And I love Dylan. I love Dylan when he was at Boss College, where he stiff armed that you're a Louisville player and went on to the house and all this kind of stuff. But I would say this. Aaron Jones may not be coming back. And if he's not coming back, that changes a lot of stuff, because what makes him special is that he catches out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He can run it, but he's out of the backfield. Dylan is not that type of player. Dylan's downfield type thing. So you got to hope, that's not no season injury, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise that's going to hurt a lot.
Right.
They still trying to get their mojo and all this kind of stuff like that. Their defense is still missing Jair Alexander, who was a great top 3, top 4 DB in the league. But they balling, they picking it up.
Right.
So, as they grinding and going like this, you got to hope that also when you got things like this as far as the COVID stuff, that you don't lose your locker room. Because as we talk about it on here, and have we talked about it off air, they thinking, what makes you special that you ain't got to get it?
Right.
And if you get it, you're going to be out. We got to look at Mr. Love again. That's a loss. Stuff like that, man. And look, man, I'm going to tell you what. This shows, man, a lot of stuff. Everybody on here pretty much plays sports, all that kind of stuff like that, man. One place that you can go that you are really more togetherness is in the locker room. Don't get me wrong, there's still some cliques and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's your brothers. No matter what, man, that dude talk too much, do what brotherhood. Now you got this dude getting special treatment by the NFL. I mean, that's special treatment. Because he was going through doing whatever he wanted to do. Where everybody else had to go ahead and go by the league. So, like, granted, yeah, we know you superstar, we know you 40-something, you do whatever. But still, at the end of the day, what if you miss another game? What if you miss a game in the playoff? and you lose because Justin Love or
Right.
whatever dude's name ain't winning no playoff game.
No, he ain't winning nothing.
Right? So it's like you got to take in that like you better be vaccinated or something. So if you do get it, we all know that you can still get it. You can say it wasn't because I didn't do it.
Right.
Because we gonna see some key players get out of that playoff. If not, then you know what I'm saying. I hope not, but that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And you better hope it's not your quarterback.
Crazy. Let's hit this game real quick, y'all, before we let y'all go. Thursday night's game, Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens. Miami won 22-10. Twan,
Mhm.
talk to me.
Lamar Jackson, 26 of 43, 238 yards and a touchdown. He was too worried about his jersey retirement.
Why
No,
was
no,
Did
because
his
that's supposed to
NFL,
be true Kentucky
did
fans.
his NFL game. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Which
Kentucky.
that snaps a 51 game streak with at least 14 points in a game. You know what I'm saying? So, he was really on something this week. I don't know. Maybe he was high or something. I don't know.
Wait a minute, time out real quick. Time out real quick.
wrong?
I'm gonna let you guys. You know how like you have the warning at the end of the, like, hey,
Yeah.
the disclaimer. And
Right.
the Kentucky fan, so that's why you're gonna get that hard stuff. But go ahead.
Oh man, my man was too worried about catching that private plane home with that. What do you have on a damn fur or some shit?
Everything, baby, everything.
Skin jacket or some shit. I can't remember what it was, but
Oh
anyway,
my goodness.
Love it,
uh,
love it. I love
Jacoby
it.
Brissett, 11 of 23, 156 yards and 0 touchdowns, hurt his knee. So Tua came back. He was somewhat injured. He was 8 of 13. 158 and a rushing touchdown he had. Defense played well for the Dolphins this game. Xavier Howard had a fumble return for a touchdown.
Right.
Ravens just couldn't do anything, man. I mean, Lamar's line is a typical Lamar line, win or lose. That's the way it always looks to me. So what are y'all thoughts on that?
Nudda.
Hey, first of all, real quick. That was probably one of the best intro shit.
Yes,
I love it. I love it.
It was.
Because at the end of the day, you're a Kentucky fan, we're a little fan. But but I love, like, you gotta hold people accountable for things. So hey, great job on that one.
Yes, sir.
Another what you got, brother?
That was.
I personally don't think it had anything to do with with the retiring of great U of L football players' jersey. Maybe UK might get to experience that one day. But in the meantime, we're gonna cherish the fact that Lamar Jackson, since he's been in the NFL, has had the worst receiving core, but the best receiving core you can name. On paper, they're great.
It's the worst, but the best.
I mean, name a receiver he's had over the last 3 years that ain't had a drop per game.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per game. Not 2, 3 a season, 4, 5 a season. They get drops per game. And that makes a big difference in the NFL, man. This ain't college where 1 or 2 plays don't really make the game. NFL is so much. Everybody out there is professionals.
Right.
When you getting paid to play the game, you dropping balls, man. That's tough, man. Lamar Jackson can't do it by himself every week.
Absolutely.
As he was getting drafted, they considered him a running back. So as a running back, not too bad for a running back. You win the MVP, and you win the MVP with 3 drops per game from your receivers. And not to say one of them ain't caused by Lamar, but come on, man. Y'all professionals. Catch the damn ball.
Absolutely.
That's simple.
Right. I'm gonna say
it ain't.
Go ahead. Finish.
Go ahead. You good?
I mean, it's just one of those. It ain't too much. It ain't too much you really gotta say about that. It's legitly I mean, and you got the periodic injuries and stuff like that. Like they was down to Devontae Freeman and Le'Veon Bell, who ain't started running back for a team in like the last 4 years, but
Mhm.
they still great in their own aspects. But I mean, these is two running backs on their way out with a great quarterback and receivers that ain't catching the ball. You're gonna lose to Miami.
Uh, I just feel like Miami got Baltimore. They got them on a bad day. They caught them on a bad night, which Miami, good win for Miami or whatever. But Lamar throwing the ball 43 times, we really don't see that a lot. Him throwing that ball that much because he always have a run game with him. He don't have that run game this year, so we got to see Lamar fling the ball. But like y'all said, with no receivers. Andrews is only the really receiver that he has. He's a tight end.
That's
No,
tight end.
and Bateman. Everybody is praising.
He got Hollywood and Sammy Watkins.
I mean, the Hollywood is
Stop with the Sammy
decent.
Watkins shit.
Yeah,
We already said that. Stop with the Sammy.
Cause you don't get it. Cause hold on, let me stop you real quick. Cause you don't get it. Because I was on the Sammy Watkins train too, dog. Okay,
Y'all know y'all gotta stop it.
I ain't
Y'all gotta stop it. Now, Bateman was way better than Sammy Watkins. Let's just
I
stop.
ain't say I was on the Sammy Watkins train,
Okay.
but out of 32 teams, he at least start for a third of them. I give him that.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Third was
That pass on that fade, Lamar dropped off to him where he thought the pole was right there.
Yeah,
scared.
yeah,
Scared.
he dropped it
Yeah.
at something
And
different.
he ain't dropping. He just stopped running. He's like, nah, I ain't got.
Coming from a receiver,
Yeah.
that's a drop pass.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it is
You know
because
what I'm saying?
the effort wasn't there. The effort wasn't there.
But Lamar gets an incompletion for that.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Of course.
That's the big reason that they're in the position that they in this season.
Let me say this. Are you
Go
going?
ahead.
Hey, newsflash. If Sammy Watkins didn't ball with Patrick Mahomes, who can throw that damn ball, what do you think he gonna do with Lamar?
Right. Who don't really throw that much. You know, he's not
Sammy Watkins
fast.
usually
He ain't got a ball, dog. He just got to do what he needs to do.
But you know
brother.
what? But that's crazy because no. Time out, real quick. Would you want him on your team?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Sammy?
We don't have a Tyreek Hill.
But
Absolutely.
you got Galladay, who's hurt. You got Galladay. Wait. Galladay's better than him. Shepard's better.
Galladay's gonna catch the ball.
But no. But
Sterling's gonna catch the ball, but they not.
they're not better than Sammy.
The quarterback's best friend. Like
Are they
Tyreek
better than
Hill
Sammy?
Mahomes is like
No. That's not the question. Are they better than Sammy?
are they better than Sammy? No.
Oh Lord, that's the problem. All right, next person. No, for real. Because to me, I think Galladay is better than Sammy. Sammy Watkins came in on
No,
the high.
I answered your question wrong. I thought you said is Sammy better than them. No.
Oh,
But
okay.
hold on.
Go
Question. When
ahead.
you start if you Jacksonville and you pick up Sammy Watkins, is he starting?
Jacksonville, brother. Come on.
You
Jacksonville.
Indy.
Jacksonville. Come on.
You
Jacksonville.
Indy.
Jacksonville. No.
Is he starting? Is he
Hey,
starting
Indy.
number two
Not,
next
hey,
to
Indy.
T.Y. Hill?
Did you say Indy? Pitt.
Is he the number two next to T.Y. Hill?
No, Pittman. You ain't been watching Indy. Pittman. Come on now. Come on, dog. For real. Wait, hold on. Let me get my spill out the way.
Tomorrow, get your popcorn.
Let me get this. No. Because Pittman's way better than Sam. Sammy Watkins is probably the most overrated dude. And the thing about it is, the problem is that if I'm Sammy, yeah, I'm gonna go there because I get 89 million and steal off the plate. But no other receivers is going there because that offense sucks. So let me go back to this. When I'm looking at that, they have 4 men or 5 people across playing prevent defense against Lamar and them because their offense coordinator could not adjust. That's a serious issue. Like they was running that same defense when it was passing, beat us. You're gonna have to throw it because Hollywood 2-3 yards. Sammy alligator arm scared. Andrews is the best receiver on there. Bateman's nice. Understand it. And also, Lamar. Know this shit. What's going on? You got you love you to death. Raw athlete. Great, all that kind of shit. But dude, you got to see go on the sideline and say, okay, look, this is what they running. Can we adjust this? My whole thing is they praise Ripple or whatever that offense coordinator. Man, that shit's over with. That running and ground pound type stuff, because you got no running game. And then Lamar's getting older. Not real old, but like the back injury and stuff. Why would you expose to him with a like you got to run the ball 10, 12, like design runs?
Still
Protect him, man. Get that dude some people. And I understand. Sammy, my thing is this. Sammy is an NFL player. Sammy is probably the third best receiver on their team. But the problem is that when you have to depend on a Sammy Watkins. And people do not want to come there because they already know the style of outfits. Like, open it up, dude. Duke, like, Philly. Y'all know I can't stand Philly. At least they open it up for Jalen Hurts. Jalen can run around do whatever, but he's still throwing it and do rock and roll, whatever. Old boy wants him to do that same traditional bullshit that's going to get that man hurt. Mm-hmm. He don't get no calls. I wonder why. See, that's another thing. People understand, like, okay, what a lot of these guys who are athletic and running all this kind of stuff, what are they? African American quarterbacks. I'm just being real. They don't get them calls. Aaron Rodgers, always been a runner. Not the same, he can pass or whatever. Let him take some of them hits. They throw people out of the league for that shit. They not letting that dude touch them. You know what I'm saying? Cam was talking about that. Yes, you flash or whatever, all that kind of stuff, but still, a lot of those hits he was taking is illegal. My thing is, you got a guy, how old Lamar? 25, 24? Mm-hmm. Protect him. Y'all get on your TV, Baltimore Ravens, talking about, oh, he's it. Protect that guy, man. This dude has to run. Like Twan said, I look at the stats. It's the same thing I see. That's because they make this dude do that. My thing is, it's different from, okay, I'm dropping back, Nudda's going down the field, Mark is going out for Antwan, and then I'm breaking out and going. That's a different because that's actually offensive routes, plays. Man, it's just too scripted for that cat, man. Love him to death. But when I'm looking at a defense that had 5 people, 10 yards, like prevent defense, and y'all can't win the game against Miami. Then all of a sudden you got to look at this. Y'all gave up 290 yards, man. Passing. Baltimore defense sucks, dude. It ain't the same.
No, it
ain't the same.
So now,
huh?
Who had 290
total? And actually it was 300 something. I don't know why it got 290. 300 something total yards passing for 2 quarterbacks. Baltimore defense is not the same.
No.
And that hurts because you know what that means? That means Twan's got to do more. Nudda got to do more. Everybody got to do more. And you know who's got to do more? The dude who got on the plane who went back to go ahead and get his jersey retired at U of L because he was a Heisman. Dude's got to do too much. Ain't nobody quarterback doing more than him, dude. With less.
Yeah. Right about that.
That's very factual, man.
Good.
No. Good, brother. None did it early. I had to bring it back in.
Good. I mean, damn. Ain't nobody doing it. I mean, the whole set is on fire. Jesus. Twan, you see what you did?
I see what I did, man. I got him hot, yo.
Jesus.
I know he was out there tailgating. He was waiting.
I was there. I was there.
I know he was there.
But I'm saying, like, let's keep it 100, though, man. Let's keep it real. Like Nudda said, he said it earlier. He was talking about it and everything, and I agree with him. And I understand what you're saying, Twan. But dude ain't got shit in the toolbox, bro.
No.
Not really.
No, I'll bet to it.
Not really. Can Hollywood be what, the third receiver for y'all? Or second receiver, something like that, Twan?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, second, third, Lazard type.
Yeah. Okay, Mark, how about you? Hollywood.
He ain't on our team.
Right.
Nudda, what Hollywood with you? Is he second or third on your team?
Third or fourth.
He ain't even on my shit.
And
So
if we consider Evan and what's the name of our tight end
Great.
receivers, then he's like fifth or sixth. But not it's not to say take anything away from him with
right.
Lamar.
No, you
You
right.
know, because that's a good fit. I just think personally, him being a paid NFL receiver, catch the damn ball.
Right.
No, period.
But the
Hold on
problem
to it when you do catch it.
but the
You
problem is
did have
this.
one. You did have one fumble with your catch. I mean, come on, man.
The problem
You
is
know,
this. Besides Andrew, he's their best receiver. That's an issue. Because I just asked everybody, including myself, he's not. No, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a serious problem.
Absolutely.
I don't even know. He had a bottle for his now.
Raw and uncut. Real quick. Kansas City 7, Vegas 7. Mark and I got a bottle on this game.
Yes, sir.
Um, what y'all think about this game tonight?
Think it's a toss up, man. I really can't see no one having like the advantage, a clear advantage here. You know what I
That's,
mean?
and that's a serious problem for
It
Kansas
is.
City.
It is.
I'm saying,
It is.
go,
It
yeah.
is.
Little, what you think, brother?
I'm personally rocking with Kansas City. Hopefully they pull it out against Vegas. I mean, Raiders, they ain't been too impressive with me this season. You know, they've been handling business,
Mm-hmm.
but they also been having a lot of stuff going on in the office and behind closed doors.
right,
So
right.
so I feel like they a little distracted right now. And I think it's
Mhm.
a good time for Kansas City to get back on their feet,
Right.
try to get their season back in the flow and motion. You know what I mean? It's
Your
a good week.
big cuz ain't trying to lose no bottle tonight, dude.
Not this game.
Hey,
Well,
I I
so who
personally
you
don't
got,
care
Wood?
who wins or loses this game.
Uh,
Who you got?
I got Kansas City.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
I got the Chiefs.
I'm only going with Kansas City just because the way they played the last couple weeks, I feel like it's a bounce back week for them on the inside.
Right,
You
right.
know, and not to mention you got Vegas going through the woes that they going through. You know, you got the we ain't gonna speak on that situation, but then we got another
And
situation
that's
that
why it's
came out.
good.
You got the new situation where you got the guy varnishing his firearm on social media. You know, like come on, man, your team's
Hey,
already under
Nudda,
scrutiny.
Nudda, can I ask you this real quick, Nudda? Got
What's
some
up, cuz?
real quick. Didn't Kansas City beat a Green Bay team without Aaron Rodgers last week? So
They
don't
beat
don't. My whole thing
they
is
beat the
don't
Green Bay
say
practice
they've been
squad.
playing good the past couple of weeks and they
No, they
beat
beat
Green
the
Bay
Green Bay
without Aaron
practice squad.
Rodgers.
They beat the Green Bay practice squad. It's just like Arizona this week. It's the
Right.
practice squad.
Okay, you put it that way. I got you.
It
Okay,
is a practice
No,
squad without Aaron
with
out
that,
there. The
with
whole
that being
squad is a
said,
practice
I mean,
squad without
But
Aaron.
no, I got your back, brother. I got your back. Sometimes you need that confidence builder to keep that going, like get you rock and rolling. And I'm just saying,
yeah.
and that's why with Kansas City, the reason why I said Kansas City is because John Gruden's gone, man. I mean, I understand you got some dude that hurts,
No, they
and
have.
and Carr only got one receiver his damn self. Ruggs and Hugs was gone.
bro, they beat the Giants and then beat Green
Ruggs is
Bay.
gone, dog.
Bro,
Ruggs is gone. Him and the
they
coach is
beat the
gone.
Giants and then beat Green Bay without Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, bro, it make no difference.
No disrespect, my cousin. You know I love you to death.
For sure.
You
For
my
sure.
dog, cuz.
We ain't gonna talk about Pittsburgh. We ain't gonna talk
Hey,
about Pittsburgh.
hey, but you know what's
But
so crazy? You know, I done said every week that we ain't shit, so I'm good with that.
hey,
I'm good with
hey, hey,
every week.
like I said though, Las Vegas got a lot of stuff going on internally right now, man. They got two players that done some of the I would
Crazy.
say
You know,
some of
but-
the most selfish acts that I've seen in the NFL in the last couple of
absolutely.
years.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Uh, One being the
Very
DUI,
stupid.
like
Yeah, yeah.
driving intoxicated, and the other being the varnishing of the firearm on social media.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, last week, dude. Yeah,
Right,
he
right,
did do
right,
that.
right,
Yeah.
You
right.
know, everybody has their choices of protection. Nothing wrong with it, but when I guess you could say your establishment is going through what it's going through, man. You gotta keep a clean slate.
Absolutely.
Ain't no time to go do nothing stupid like that and put yourself in a position like that. Jeopardize your franchise as well as your personal future.
Oh yeah.
So I think Las Vegas got a lot of stuff going on, man. If they win this game, it's gonna be off of pure heart, and that's
Now,
not to take anything away from the franchise, but
hey,
being I've been in the program where things is blocked your focus, and it makes a big difference in
got you.
cases like
Hey, check this out. We doing something new off the top of the dome. Um, everybody talk about something that you've seen, like what today. We ain't got no stickers, but if you had to give a sticker, our kudos to a team or a player that stood out today. Let me know. Let us know. Let everybody know. So,
Player.
who y'all thought that did a good job? It could be a team, it could be a player, whatever. And so,
I'm gonna give it to the
good.
Cowboys, man. You know what I'm saying? On that little bounce back game from the Denver game. You know, I mean, they was looking real bad last week and, you know, completely turned it around this week. So, you know, that was a hell of a game. Just the all around offensive, you know,
Right.
beast of a game, right?
Cool, cool. Nudda, who you got?
I would have to give my star to Miami. I think
Yeah.
overall for them to go through three quarterback, 2.5 quarterbacks in a game, still throw for almost 300 yards. You know, win the game against I would say top tier franchise this season. You know, great win Miami, great overall franchise win from the field to off the field. Overall, man, coaching, y'all did a great job putting the right people in at the right times. You know, not starting to allowing Brissett to get his feel, get back into the motions. You know, allowing him to go out there and give his best. You know, get banged up, put two in, and make that right call. You know,
Right.
not to say, all right, Brissett, I see you. You see you running on the sideline. Get back out there. You know, they make their right call as a franchise to stick with their guns, put two in, and keep it pushing.
Right.
So my star is going to Miami.
All right. Mark, what you got, brother?
I'm gonna go ahead and give mine to Detroit
I knew you was.
because y'all ain't lose the damn game.
Mhm.
Y'all handle y'all business. Y'all came in and stopped Mason or whatever. He couldn't do nothing against you. Congratulations to the big head coach, the bodybuilder looking dude. Congratulations to you. Y'all did a damn good job today. Good time.
Right.
Going off to them. Sick.
Woo,
Uh,
Motor City, baby.
my, I'm gonna go ahead and give mine to Cam Newton. You basically got blackballed out of there.
Yes, he did.
Forget about fashion and all this kind of stuff. How they try to pigeonhole you on this, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. Granted, you came in and do certain things. You got a pass TD, a rush TD.
Yep.
You actually probably sparked them. It's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows Cam.
Yeah.
Cam is a legend in Carolina.
Yes, he is.
Came back, did what he got to do. Hey, hats off to you, man. And maybe that's going to like trickle, because we see that the Bucks ain't right now. So, hey, my star goes straight to Cam Newton, man. Welcome back to the league. Hey, guys, thank you guys for joining us. And actually, before y'all get off first, stay on because I need to tell y'all something. But thank everybody who's watched this show, man. We appreciate
Appreciate
y'all
it.
big time.
Mhm.
Marking wheel, yeah, yeah. Marking wheel, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.